After making our way to LAX well before sunrise, some very low clouds and early morning rainstorms come to the area by surprise and delay our takeoff about 90 minutes. This lost time will end up affecting our entire 5 days in South Florida, but when we take off, we simply think we are losing a little time and will be that much hungrier for Cuban sandwiches when we eventually land. It has been over 20 years since I have been in Miami. Do you remember the Cubs game that Steve Bartman was made into a household name because he did a normal fan thing and put his glove out to catch a foul ball? Moises Alou was probably not going to catch this foul in the stands, but the incident clearly shook the team. The Cubs were about to win the pennant for the first time in 1 million years, and after it happened, they completely collapsed. I happened to be at the previous 2 games down in Miami, because getting tickets to Wrigley Field was way out of my price range. This time, we are here for national parks and food mostly. The parks will be in other videos, so this one will be heavily loaded with Miami's food scene, and probably some of its horrible traffic. There is great Caribbean and Central American food here, but I can find the latter in Los Angeles, and the former, well, we are headed to St. Thomas and St. John in the US Virgin Islands afterwards, and we'll get our fix there. We will probably end up eating Cuban food until it comes out of our ears. Our flight circles for about an hour over the Everglades and even gets clearance for landing before that is quickly retracted. In the time we were running late, a few large thunderstorms develop across South Florida, and Miami is even under a brief tornado warning. After turning around multiple times, our pilot makes the decision to touch down in Fort Myers before running out of fuel. With the radar full of deep reds, we have no confidence we will make our way to Miami anytime soon. We jump off the plane and adjust our plans to include the almost 3-hour drive from the Gulf Coast along a somewhat scenic route over to Miami. We are ready to start our vacation. Unfortunately, the Volvo XC40 that is waiting for us at the Miami airport Hertz is now a bare-bones Toyota Corolla, which would give us trouble from the beginning, but more on that later. We head from Fort Myers east through Panther Country to Immokalee and then south on Florida State Road 29 to Everglades City before stopping into the smallest post office in the country. This tiny gem is on our itinerary for tomorrow, but unfortunately needs to change to make up for lost time. We can only enjoy it well past closing hours. After spending some time with the closed post office, we head back in the dark on US 41, known as the Tamiami Trail. As it starts to rain, the Corolla's windshield blurs heavily, especially when the lights of oncoming traffic are directed our way. The wipers, or the glass itself, is creating a film that is making driving not only difficult, but dangerous. Thankfully, we make it safely to Miami and head straight for Little Havana. Some delicious dinner, well-made mojitos, and terrific music put all the negativity behind us on the road. I decide to brave Miami morning rush hour and our blurry windshield to see some downtown and Miami Beach post offices before Nina wakes up. The roosters are out in full force, announcing the sunrise, the night's rain giving way to a little blue in the skies. Cities have notoriously humdrum post offices, but the main station in Miami Beach almost makes up for all the others I have battled South Florida drivers to see. This New Deal masterpiece is worth walking into for its mural and tiling. I pick up Nina and we head straight back to Little Havana, this time to start enjoying some of the many amazing Cuban sandwiches that exist. After a delicious cubano and medianoche from Sandwich, we head to La Camaronera for their famous pan con minuta, a snapper filet sandwich with origins right here in Little Havana. Our next stop was Miami's Wynwood neighborhood, known for its many blocks of graffiti art-covered buildings. Anyone who lives in Miami is used to seeing the boombox right off of I-95, but seeing these works of art up close is worth a diversion. After diverting through downtown one more time, we head out to Key Biscayne, which of course has a post office, but also a state park with a lighthouse we want to see. Despite closing this quite early, they still collect our money at the gate, and we instead grab a lackluster drink at the restaurant. I almost want to spite them by flying the drone in the park to see the lighthouse, but think better of breaking the law this early in our vacation. We head back to Miami Beach, take an evening walk, and eat some more Cuban food at Puerto Sagua. After a second morning waking up to the moisture and a windshield I could barely see through, I went straight to the airport to get a new vehicle. It was a Kia SUV and not much to speak of, but at least it behaved like a normal car and did not try to kill us every time the glass was wet. It was nice to put this hardship behind us before our upcoming trips south of the city. While Miami is definitely not a city that Nina and I are eager to visit again or think about moving to, we are excited to visit Everglades and Biscayne National Parks and drive out to Key West.